Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Hebert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Niners at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. Gotta be Lions.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go Green Jack. 60 red. 60 red. Steal. Chest steal. Hey, both fun.
They go play action here on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You look at this Niner defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set hut. 52 Bulls.
He'll drop to throw. force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow, blue. Yellow, blue.
The slot man in motion right.
Black shot. You, yellow. Blue, black. Right, blue. Blaster, 6. Hut.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Mykel Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Another 3 and out.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Down. Blue, 32. White, white. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense for the Niners, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Here's Daniel Whelan now.
Formation.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 15. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Second and 10.
Trick the Eagles. Cowboy 80. Panthers 50. Panthers.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
70 Lions. Check smash. Check smash. Come street. Street. Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Take smash. 79 Broncos. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play. They'll come out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready.
Back to throw. To the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Back to 60. 70. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hold the ready. Hey, smash. Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Traps.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 60 Eagle. Reload. Reload. Smash. Smash.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. Check. Cougar 19.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ready. Black, 95. Red, cycle. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gilbert. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Ready. Red, 38.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's intercepted. He's on his way. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. Did you not score?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here we go.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Ready, break.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Black 40. Drill 52. White. Ready.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Come on, set. 50, green.
Now the first carry here for the running back. is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Yellow. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Rams.
Set. 60 red. 60 red.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hut, hut.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Red, yellow, yellow, 22. Set, go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Griffin. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Let's go. 52 blue. Go red. Hey, red. Black open. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blackford, red, 38. Flight blue. Mega. Set, cut.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Blue, go. Black, 95. Red, sight, field, black. Cut.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Fight, 50.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal
38.
at the Niners' 4-yard line.
Yellow, go. Yellow, green jack. Ready.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, ready?
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Ready, red, yellow, 60 red, 60 red, pause red.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Red, yellow. Claws red. Green jack. You, yellow. Hut, hut.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man that's caught left sideline.
Hand the ball.
Rams, first down.
10, 22 meters.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Black shot.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gilbert. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Slide through. Black ultra. 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Okay.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Drill, black 40. Right, white. Black, red. Blue striker. Edo blue. Red, cycle. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Red, 38. 6, mega. Go pink. Steel, black.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. That flag, that'll push him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
49ers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 56 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
I think what we're seeing from him means the future has arrived because I think most teams are looking for that hybrid running back. The guy who can run it, of course, but who can catch it as well. And those catching skills, exactly why they chose him early in the draft.
Yeah, it's one thing to have a catch for 5-10 yards. It's another to be able to break off a long play like that.
Yeah, we saw it in college, his ability to spread out, catch the football. He's brought it to the NFL as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
52 blue, blue striker. Red, yellow. Black ultra. Ready?
Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Black, 95. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And how about this? 4th and long.
for.
Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. But he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 22.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On first down, Hebert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Bates' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Hey, red. Plastic, stick.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gilbert.
And the Rams
Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
43.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, go field. Stick, mega.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
brings up 4th and 1.
Blue striker. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Now back to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
second.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 24, Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and that's complete. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
45, wide, blaster, green gap. Black ultra. Edo blue. Black shot. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Gilbert. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Right. Cut.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Striker, 3-3. Grill green, blue, yellow.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
6, level. Slide blue. Red, yellow, red, cycle, field, black. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hurt.
They'll try and run some clock. Now the ball comes loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Black shot. Drill green. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 31-yard line.
Yellow. Red, cycle. Smash, red. Ready?
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
50, green. Strike blue.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Black ultra. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
33, yellow. Blue striker. Red, yellow. 6, mega. Check, huh?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
That's
Good for the Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45, blaster, 6. White. Black shot, drill green. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Blue, 32. Fury, yellow. Claws, red.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Red, cycle. Come on, set. Black, ready, smash, red. White, blue. Set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Alert! Tag! Go!
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing 10 on the set, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Set, punt. Ready?
Back to throw here. That is incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the Rams punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.